بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Interpretation of the Holy Quran.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. With the assistance of Allah, we began a brief commentary of Quran. We got to chapter Ale-Imran, the third chapter of Quran, which is revealed in Medina. It has 200 verses. Please listen to verse 134.
الذين ينفقون في السراء والضراء والكاظمين الغيظ والعافين عن الناس والله يحب المحسنين.
Those who spend benevolently in ease as well as in straightness, and those who restrain their anger and pardon men, and Allah loves the doers of good to others. In previous section, we talked about the first sentence of this verse. We explained that Allah praised those people who spend money for others, who give money to others. Sometimes they give as a sadaqah, only to forgive to others as a charity, and sometimes they give as a loan. They help the members of the family or neighbors. Sometimes their money, sometimes their property, anything they can do. These people are generous, and we read some narrations regarding to generosity and generous. There is another beautiful narration from Prophet, peace be upon him, that Imam al-Sadiq, peace be upon him, narrated this narration from his fathers until he says that Prophet, peace be upon him, said. Prophet said, "Inna as-sakha shajaratun min ashjar al-jannah." The generosity is a tree of the trees in paradise. One of the trees in paradise is the tree of generosity. لها أغصان متللية في الدنيا. This tree in paradise, which is called the tree of generosity, has different branches, and these branches are fell down. متدلية في الدنيا فمن كان سخيا تعلق بغصن من أغصانها. Whoever is generous in this world, it means he attached to one of the branches of these trees. فَسَاقَهُ ذَلِكَ الْغُصْنِ إِلَى الْجَنَّةِ. And this branch will take him and move him to paradise. وَالْبُخْلُ شَجَرَةٌ مِنْ أَشْجَارِ النَّارِ. And also the opposite of that, in stinginess, also is a tree in hell, which is the tree of bukhl and stinginess. لها أغصان متدلية في الدنيا. And also that tree, the tree of stinginess, has different branches, and these branches are fell down. فمن كان بخيلا. Whoever is stingy is not ready to spend money. Believe me, it is a sickness. Brothers, sisters, we should question ourselves how much we are ready to give for God. Whatever we give for God, this is our saving. Whatever we spend for ourselves, this is losing. In previous years, how much you spend for yourself, for your children, to enjoy yourself. If it was not because of God, okay, you spend it. Those who gave it for God, you saved for yourself. One person was spending a lot of money. His family went to the court and said to the judge that these men spend all his money for others as a charity. Help us, we need money. The judge called this person and said, is it true that you spend all for others and don't save anything for yourself? He said, no, this is wrong. The judge said, how? They have proof. He said, no. I give as a charity, and this is the saving I have. I save all for myself. These children are bad children and they want to commit sin, and I know if I help them it is losing. I'm not ready to lose. Because of that, I want to save for my future, for the day that God said, all of you, you are in need. يوم لا ينفع فيه مال ولا بنون. The day that money, property, nothing is going to help unless something that you saved for yourself, you gave for God. And he said, I'm going to save it for such a day. فَمَنْ كَانَ بَخِيلًا, whoever is stingy, تَعَلَّقَ بِقُصْنٍ مِنْ أَقْصَانَهَا, he attached, very hardly, he attached to a branch of these trees which are located in the hell. فَصَاغَهُ ذَلِكَ الْغُصْنِ إِلَى النَّارِ, and this branch will take him and move him to the fire and hell. And this narration is brought in Bahar, volume 68, page 352. Then Allah said, فِي السَّرَّاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ, in both situations, when they are happy or not, when they have money or they don't, they got used to spend in both situations. Another attribute, Allah said, وَالْكَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظِ, and those who restrain their anger, وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ, and they pardon men. There is a beautiful narration from Imam al-Sajjad, peace be upon him, that one day Imam called his servant to help him to wash his hands, maybe to make an ablution. When his servants was helping Imam to pour water, it fell down and Imam was injured. Something that he has in his hand, it fell down and it attached Imam's face. Imam was injured. Imam became upset. When Imam became upset, immediately Imam's servant said, وَالْكَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظِ. He reminded Imam that one of the attributes for those who have piety, muttaqeen, righteous people, is al-kadhimin al-ghayz, those who restrain their anger. Imam became quiet and didn't say anything. Then the man said, وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ. He read another sentence that another attribute is pardon men, they forgive others. And Imam said, I forgave you. It means I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm not going to punish you. I'm not going even to criticize you. Then he said, Wallahu yuhibbul muhsineen, the last part of this verse. And Allah loves those who do good to others, the doers of good to others. Then Imam said to his servants that you are free in the way of Allah. Imam owned that person. He was apt to Imam. But because he said Allah loves those people who do good to others, the doers good to others, Imam said, I forgave you. And definitely this is one of the wonderful attributes that people can have. There is another narration from Imam al-Sadiq, peace be upon him, that Imam says, there is nobody who control his anger and he controls himself and restrain his anger unless Allah will give him honor and dignity and respect when he is among the people in the society. There is a beautiful narration regarding to those who controls themselves and forgive others. We understand that also this is wonderful attributes for those who control themselves. When they are angry, they don't leave their mouths to be open and says whatever they want. This narration is the wonderful narration from Prophet, peace be upon him, regarding to those who control themselves. Inshallah, in next section, I'm going to read it for you. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.